Hello, everyone. Welcome to Court with Krissy and Linda. Here are 4 court shorts you probably didn't catch. And if finger painting with feces isn't your cup of tea, you might want to skip the last one. But up first, there's a cat in court. We're a fan, but not so much of the dad. We hope you like it. Court with Krissy and Linda is now in session.
Klein versus Dustin Price, file number 11-14071DS. Do we have anyone present on that matter?
I'm present.
Thank you. Do we have Dustin Price present?
I'm present as well.
All right, thank you, sir. In front of the court, what is the status of this matter?
The defendant has a monthly support obligation of $1,329. Current balance on this case is $9,041.11. The defendant has not made any payments. This case started charging in February and went back to November when the parenting time plan has changed. I've not had any communication with Mr. Price.
Thank you. Mr. Price, what would you like to say?
I have no intentions of paying this whatsoever.
Perfect. Ms. Klein, anything that you'd like to say?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Well, given this statement that there's no intention to pay, the appropriate step is to set the matter before the judge. I'm not able to put anybody in jail for non-payment or for contempt, but certainly the judge has that ability. So that would be the appropriate step to address the issue.
You don't want to know why or anything like that?
You can explain that to the judge, sir.
Oh, cool.
So
okay.
We'll adjourn your matter to June 26th. Might be too early to get everything squared away for the judge's back.
Can I ask a quick question?
Well, 1 second. Do you think that's a little too quick to turn around?
I think he's pretty full that day
Okay.
too.
All right. So we'll go with July 10th for your date with Judge Hesselink.
Yeah,
What's your question, sir?
So this is a show cause hearing, but you don't want to know the cause for why I'm not paying child support?
You just told me you have no intent. If you want to.
Because the children are at my home. In fact, our oldest daughter has lived with me since the court date when this was decided. You can confer with Ms. Klein about that.
Well, the appropriate remedy is to file a motion to change support if there's been a change in the.
You mean like all of these motions that I filed before and like this entire stack of paper right here?
I don't see a motion that you filed recently to change the support.
No, not recently, because I had to spend years to get custody of my kids, and Ms. Klein walked in and asked for them, and you provided them to her. So I have a stack of receipts and motions that I've filed in the past. I have no intentions of paying her.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that clarification. You'll be set for July 10th before Judge Hesselink.
I probably won't show up.
Typically, if there's a failure to appear, a bench warrant is issued.
That's fine. They have my address on file. This court has failed my children. This court has failed me, and I do not respect its authority.
Clearly. Thank you, sir. Court next call the matter of Sarah Gentz.
This is another name I'm not familiar with. Cryfield?
Critchfield.
Creefield?
Close enough, yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, say it again, please.
Critchfield?
Criffield.
Yeah, close enough.
Okay. Sorry.
So you're okay. I have a question. Like, I haven't been arrested on anything like since I've been off parole. So whatever this is not me that was arrested.
Okay. So there's an arrest warrant for you out of Adams County, Colorado. So Colorado says that you have been charged with identity theft.
You know, what day was that? Because I haven't been arrested or anything.
It's alleged to have occurred between December 1st and May 6th, December 1st of 25 through May 6th of 2026.
Okay.
And these are,
Because I lived in Inglewood. I never lived in Adams County. I wasn't even in Adams County.
okay. The case number is 2016 CR 1319.
Okay. Yeah,
So
that wasn't me that got arrested.
this is what we call a fugitive information or fugitive
Okay.
warrant. It's 26 MR 117. The MR is just sort of a miscellaneous number. So what we have to do is when law enforcement runs across an out-of-state warrant, they have to detain you. Then they give notice to that state, hey, you have a warrant in the system for this person. We believe we have the person that you issued the warrant for. What do you want to do? And so the prosecutor's office has to look over the warrant. This one is not, it looks like it's filled out for May 29, 26. So it's fairly recent by a magistrate. They will confirm the warrant, get fingerprints, get probable cause affidavit, all of the stuff to establish whether or not the person charged is you.
Yeah.
Now, we don't do anything as far as guilt or evidence is concerned. We just have to make sure there's a lawful warrant and that the person that they're seeking is in fact you. And they have to get a governor's warrant to extradite you unless you waive extradition. Now, if you would waive extradition today, then we would simply notify them to come get you, because the only way you can go across state lines, even to Colorado, is by consent or with a governor's warrant. And it takes up to 90 days to get a governor's warrant if you extradite someone. They have set a bond amount for you of $5,000 cash or surety. So in the interim, you got two choices. Well, you got three. You can ask to have court-appointed counsel, which I'll see if you qualify. But you could either waive extradition right now, they'd get notified, they'd have to come get you, or you can not waive extradition. And I will set this for an extradition hearing in 90 days. And you have a bond, you can make the bond, but you have to reappear on that 90th day to see if we have a governor's warrant or not.
Yeah, I want to be able to make the bond.
Okay, so 5,000 cash or surety bond. It looks like it's an identity theft. They will notify the district or county attorney's office there that you're not waiving extradition. They need to extradite. The jail.
It's just not me though. It's not me that got charged though. That's the thing. Like it wasn't me.
Okay. Well, we'll see how that plays out.
Last year I filed for my identity got stolen last year. I made a police report and like they didn't do nothing about it. And now it's coming up on this. Like I literally, my wife just died 3 days ago out here. And now I'm dealing with this bullshit.
Okay. Wow. Well, how long have you been here?
I literally just got out here like three days ago.
Oh.
Like I got on the Greyhound in Denver 3 nights ago, and I've been
Okay. Well, I can't do anything. They have a warrant that's in the system that is for you. They set your bond at 5,000. Sometimes they don't set any bonds at all. You do have a bond. You can speak with an attorney. You can fill out an application for court-appointed counsel if you want to. And I will give you a court date. I don't know, was this assigned to any district judge or is that me because I'm doing first appearances?
That's correct. It's with you, Judge.
September. All right. So I will set this for September 4th at.
So I'll be in here until September 4th.
2:30. Unless you can make bond.
This is fucking retarded. What the fuck? You can send me back to my unit, boy. Oops, this basic.
Judge, did
Who do we have there at the jail?
This is Artist Rollins.
Is this a non-plea announcement, Jim?
It's a non-plea announcement, Your Honor. We're setting it for preliminary hearing.
All right.
Hey, Mr. Crum.
Yes.
Hey, I would like to fire Watts. I don't want Watts to represent me. He's been very ineffective. I asked him 2-3 weeks ago.
Before you, let me go on the record, Mr. Rollins. Right, we're on the record in State of Kansas versus Artis, Tyrone Earl Rollins, case number 26 CR 144. Would counsel announce appearances, please?
Your Honor, Brett Sweeney on behalf of the state.
Your Honor, James Watson, on behalf of the defendant who appears from the Butler County Jail.
All right, this is the first time up on the preliminary hearing control docket. Prior to going on the record, Mr. Rollins was making a oral motion for new counsel. Is that correct, Mr. Rollins?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Watts, what's your position? Anything you would?
I don't have a position, Your Honor. Mr. Rollins wants a copy of discovery. I'll be happy to get it to him. I haven't had a chance to get it out there to him yet, but I can take his paper discovery to him. I don't really have a preference one way or the other as to whether or not he keeps me on or doesn't keep me on. Makes no difference.
Do you feel that the attorney-client relationship has dissolved to a point where you can no longer effectively represent him?
I don't believe it has, but Mr. Rollins may disagree with me on that.
All right, Mr. Rollins, Mr. Watts is a very experienced criminal defense attorney. He's been doing this for years, lots of jury trial, motion experience. Attorney, we don't have just court-appointed attorneys to shill out every time you have a disagreement with your attorney. Is this something we're pretty early on in the process here? Is this something that you think you can stick with and so we can keep the case moving?
I just did 14 years in prison. I just, so I kind of know the law. And he came and seen me up here like 2 weeks ago. I don't even have a copy of my discovery, my affidavits. I don't know what witnesses I have to prepare to prepare for this. I couldn't even prepare because he hasn't brought that to me, and like I told him, I'm having issues here in this county jail where I'm being sexually harassed, and I filed a PREA, and now the jail's refusing to let me get writing paper and envelopes to write my lawyers to get stuff, so I can't even write them. And I'm telling him, hey, I'm having issues in here with Butler County Jail. I need your help because I'm being sexually harassed and I'm being retaliated against, where they're keeping me in SEG and they took my legal work and
All right, Mr. Rollins, you understand that if I appoint a new attorney, it'll cause further delay in getting someone who's going to be able to represent you and then moving your case forward.
Yeah, that's fine. Just he started off. He's been very effective. There's no way for us to communicate. Like, I'm not used to this where lawyers I can't call him. He's not coming up here to talk to me.
All right, we don't need to go into that any further at this time. I'm going to grant your request. We're going to have to reach out to some attorneys on our appointment list to see who's available to take your case. I'm going to set this over to July 20th at 2:30 p.m. back on the preliminary hearing control docket. We should have an attorney appointed by then so they can appear with you at that time. Again, that'll be another Zoom hearing, July 20th at 2:30.
So how would I be able to contact them, whoever the lawyer is?
Yeah, well, you'll be notified in some manner who the attorney is.
All
right. Mr. Sweeney, anything from the state?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, we'll be in recess. And can we have Jeff Boucher, please, next at the jail?
What time is that?
Good morning, how are you?
I'm okay. We're going to take another attempt at Mr. Gorovitz. And let's see. Mr. Gorovitz, can you hear and see us?
Oh.
Mr. Gorovitz, can you see and hear us? Appreciate the fact that you think we're number one, but we will take you out for now. Ms. Roberts, would you, Mr. Gorovitz is not going to be listening whether we have him brought down by the bus to be arraigned in the courtroom, or if we just broadcast it into a sound. I'm presuming that you have not been able to communicate with him this morning.
No, I have not.
Yeah. You think he could be arraigned by virtue of just having him hear what we're saying, and then we can enter a plea of not guilty on his behalf? Or
I think, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to understand what's happening.
We're not in a position where we can tell, because the actions that we see in response to what we say are the same no matter what we say.
Right. I mean, I suppose you could tell him what he's being charged with, right? And
We
then
can
we'll
inform
just
him.
plead him
If
not
you-
guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wanna try that? Okay. We'll give that another shot.
Do you want me to do? No.
I just want to know that the sound is being conveyed to his cell. Oh, he's still going.
Yeah.
Mr. Gorovitz, you're muted, so we can't hear you no matter what you're saying. Is there an officer near him?
Yeah, I'm here with him.
Can he hear what we're saying?
I mean, he's not even attempting at all. I tried to talk to him. I can't open the food side because he keeps spitting at the door and throwing BCs.
Is the sound going into his room though?
If he would be quiet, yeah, but he's not listening to me to attempt to listen.
Hey, I think I'm going to recommend to the chief judge that we consider a forensic.
Yes, I would second that.
We've made multiple attempts yesterday and today. His behavior is, the only difference is the window is now clean. We can see through it. So somebody cleaned off his artwork. And I'm going to suggest to the chief judge that this matter is not going to be addressed online short of forensic. So I guess we'll just call a halt to this now and go on with the other two people that are to be arraigned from the Oakland County Jail.
All right, I'll cut the feed.
Thank you.